Several years ago, luxury hospitality was moving in a very different direction. Bigger buildings, bigger cities, bigger experiences. The race seemed obvious. Higher towers, more amenities, more technology, more spectacle. And yet something unexpected happened. Many of the world's most desirable hotels began moving in the opposite direction. Into forests, into deserts, into mountains, into coastlines, into places that appeared increasingly disconnected from modern life. At first glance, this seems strange. After all, luxury has traditionally been associated with access to cities, access to culture, access to convenience. Yet some of the most sought-after properties on Earth now require long drives, private boats, seaplanes, or hours of travel through remote landscapes. Guests willingly spend thousands of dollars to reach places that offer less connectivity, fewer distractions, and fewer conveniences. Why? What do these hotels understand that most of us don't? The answer has very little to do with architecture, very little to do with design, and almost nothing to do with luxury itself. Instead, it begins with a simple realization. The human mind was never designed for the environments it now spends most of its life inhabiting, and the world's most sophisticated hotels have quietly built an industry around solving that problem. Save this video, because once you understand what these hotels are really selling, you may never look at nature, travel, or luxury in the same way again. Walk through the lobby of a great city hotel. Everything works. Everything is efficient. Everything is available. Yet something feels different at a remote mountain lodge. A wilderness retreat, a coastal resort hidden between cliffs and sea. The difference is difficult to describe. The air feels different. Time feels different. Even conversation feels different. The traditional definition of luxury was built around scarcity. Rare materials, rare locations, rare objects, but modern life has created a new form of scarcity. Attention, silence, mental spaciousness. The ability to spend several uninterrupted hours without feeling pulled in 10 directions simultaneously. This is the scarcity luxury hospitality began recognizing, not because hoteliers suddenly became philosophers, because guests kept revealing the same desire. They weren't searching for more stimulation. They were searching for relief from stimulation. And nowhere provides that relief more effectively than nature. A few years ago, I arrived at a resort surrounded by dense forest. Nothing dramatic happened. There was no revelation, no transformative moment, yet by the second day, something had changed. My attention felt less fragmented. I was noticing details again. The movement of clouds, the sound of wind, the changing quality of afternoon light, experiences that normally passed unnoticed had become visible. This phenomenon appears repeatedly in nature-based hospitality, and it reveals something important. The human nervous system evolved within landscapes, forests, grasslands, rivers, coastlines, open horizons. These environments shaped human perception for thousands of generations. Modern environments arrived astonishingly recently. Traffic, notifications, digital interfaces, advertising, dense information. The brain adapted. But adaptation is not the same thing as preference. Nature often feels restorative because it reduces the distance between biology and environment. The landscape begins speaking a language the nervous system understands intuitively, not because nature is magical, because it is familiar in ways deeper than memory. Look carefully at the world's most coveted resorts. Again and again, the same element appears. Water, lakes, rivers, oceans, reflecting pools, infinity pools extending toward distant horizons. This repetition is not accidental. Water creates a unique psychological condition, movement without urgency, variation without chaos, change without threat. The mind can watch water for extraordinary lengths of time without becoming exhausted. Few environments offer this experience. The modern world constantly requests something, respond, decide, react, evaluate. Water requests nothing. It simply exists. And because it exists without demand, attention begins behaving differently around it. This is one reason conversations deepen beside water, meals slow down beside water, thoughts soften beside water. Luxury hospitality understands this instinctively. Many of the world's most successful properties are not organized around buildings. They are organized around what guests will look at when the building disappears from awareness. There is a concept that appears repeatedly throughout the finest nature-based hotels. Prospect and refuge. The ability to see while feeling protected. A chair overlooking a valley, a terrace facing the ocean, a room positioned above a forest canopy. The experience feels peaceful because two ancient desires are being satisfied simultaneously: visibility and safety. This combination appears almost everywhere humans voluntarily choose to linger. Not just hotels, restaurants, parks, gardens, historic estates, mountain cabins. The environment allows awareness to expand without triggering vigilance. And when vigilance decreases, attention becomes available again. This is one of the least discussed luxuries in modern life. Not comfort, not convenience. Available attention. The ability to fully experience where you are without continuously monitoring what comes next. Luxury hospitality often speaks about wellness, restoration, mindfulness, retreat. Yet beneath all these words lies a simpler truth. The world's best nature-based hotels are not primarily selling accommodation. They are selling alignment. Alignment between the environment and the mind. Alignment between attention and experience. Alignment between human biology and the landscapes that shaped it. The guest experiences this as peace. The hotel experiences it as hospitality. But something deeper is taking place. The environment is reducing friction. Thought slows, awareness deepens, time feels more generous. The world becomes easier to inhabit. And perhaps this explains why so many people leave these places with an unusual feeling, not excitement, not entertainment, something quieter. The feeling of having briefly encountered a version of life moving at the speed the mind was always meant to experience. The rise of wilderness resorts, wellness retreats, mountain lodges, and coastal sanctuaries is not a hospitality trend. It is a cultural signal, a signal that peace has become scarce, a signal that attention has become valuable, a signal that nature still possesses something modern life struggles to provide. The world's finest hotels recognized this before most of us did. They discovered that the future of luxury was not more, it was less. Less noise, less urgency, less fragmentation. And perhaps that is why people continue traveling extraordinary distances to reach these places. Not because they are escaping the world, but because for a brief moment they find themselves back in alignment with it. In the next video, we go deeper still, because some places do more than restore us. They stay with us, long after the journey ends. And the question is why?